AI made simple. Live. The other day, I was looking at the Tesla website. I was considering getting a new vehicle. So I was over at the Tesla website and I was clicking around and looking at it. You've been hearing all this news about cyber cabs and a couple of markets where Waymo and the Tesla cyber cab are competing. These are self-driven vehicles that they have to go through these special um, evaluations before they get approved. You think about the significance of a self-driving vehicle, nobody in the driver's seat, and you go get in the back seat and it takes you wherever like an Uber, but without the driver. And that's a lot of technology. That's a lot of horsepower and computation and artificial intelligence and stuff. And so I was on the website and I was clicking around looking at the options for the cars. So here's their website. I was looking at the options here, and as you scroll down the options, you pick a model, you pick what you want as far as the package. But then you go, oh, I want the tow package, safety, then this full self-driving mode, supervised. You just click on it, and it adds that feature directly to your car. So test. My microphone isn't working. Test. How's that? Do we? Can you hear me now? All right. So back to the show. So I'm looking at this Tesla website, and over here you see this full self-driving, and you click on it, and boom. And so you've got that same package as those cyber cabs in your car, and you it says supervised, full self-driving supervised. You can see she's sitting here, her hands are away from the car, she's in a parking space. Now it's going to back out and take off. And then I've seen more posts alike on X where now it's got Grok in there, and you can say you obviously she's put in a destination, but you can talk to it and say, hey, Grok, on the way, I want to stop at the grocery store, and it'll reroute. You have a conversation. But it just struck me that, your business needs driver assist. Now, why is it so significant, this full self-driving? Well, if you look at this full self-driving, it shows all of these scenarios. Oh, that person pulled in front of me. There's deer in the way. You can see it over here. The system sees it. Oh, this person pulled out. Never happens to me like this. And yet it's avoiding that. So it's got over 7 billion miles in total documented of full self-driving supervised. You see people go, no way would I buy a car and I'm not driving and let a robot drive. But then you look at these stats, and it's fewer miles without collisions, 7 times. Fewer minor collisions, 7 times less. 5 times fewer off-highway collisions. And what's interesting is you think about your business. Well, wait a minute. If let's extrapolate this out a year from now. When this is more prevalent, when it goes from supervised, you don't need to even pay attention. It'll just do like the cyber cabs. You know what the insurance companies are going to do. The insurance companies are going to go ding you and charge you more for if you don't have full self-driving. Because why? Well, you have 7 times more major collisions if you don't have full self-driving, 7 times more minor collisions. When you think about it that way, it's like you can see where all this is heading. And I've driven a long ways. I've driven for lots of years, but I've had a handful of accidents. Not, whether it was my fault or not, I've had those. And yet, our first reaction to considering getting in a car that has AI and it has supervised self-driving is like, no way. But when you sit and think about it, why not? Once you start doing this, you're never going back. And when you think about your business is the same way. You have a problem. You're running your business, and the problem is this: you're missing calls. You're forgetting to reply on emails. Maybe you're sending wrong invoices. You're dropping leads that are coming in because you're trying to do everything yourself. You're trying to white knuckle your business. And this is happening. Have you ever sat and listened to people answering your phones? We're talking train wrecks, not car wrecks. If you think that the people that are answering your phone are doing it right, no. If you were to listen, oh my gosh, there's a lot of improvement that could be made. That people are asking you questions, and you need more. You need to follow up faster. But when you're trying to juggle all of these things yourself, things fall through the cracks. You fall through the cracks, and you start to have more incidences of issues. And when you think about what's going on in your work, you have these routes that your customers flow through your business. They're going down these roads, and you could be automating this with AI. You could have supervised AI that's routing your customers through your business with less problems, less incidences, less dropped balls. Your salespeople could be getting more leads with automated follow-up. Your salespeople they're focused on the hot leads while the warm leads are getting neglected. Those automation could be supporting you there. That response time, we've all heard it, that if you can answer that question within a few seconds, the odds of you getting that business goes up exponentially. And then people calling and asking for help. I've been trying to get an issue resolved, and it's frustrating when you wait days to even be acknowledged. And so that's not good customer experience. I think about ways that you can avoid collisions in your business. You don't need to hire more people. What you need to do is sit and evaluate the paths that your customers flow through your business, those routes, and think about where we can improve those with automation. It's crazy, all the upgrades that you can get. When you think about, here we are. And by the way, with Tesla, you don't go into a dealership. You just go to their website. You pick your model. You pick your options, And then you put a reserve and you order with a card and it's delivered to you. That this is a streamlined, totally different business model. But yet, when you think about your business, there are some great ideas that you can steal from this type of thinking. What can you do in your business that's let's just take out the stupid tax that exists in your business of frustration. I have great team members, but every chance that I get that I can get AI to draft something or to automate something, I don't have to go and check and see, did someone follow up on that particular deal? I know that it's gotten done and the customer really appreciates that. And so what are the roads that your customers are flowing through that you could be delivering a supervised self-driving experience? Just on answering the phone, we have an AI answer solution for all of our clients, and it's so simple to do, but it's like a relief for the person that has to answer the phone. The customer gets access if they don't want to talk to a human. If they prefer to just get the answers that they want immediately, they're able to get that. They can schedule, they can reschedule, they can handle a lot of things without needing to talk to someone or wait. Or if they need to talk to someone, they can request and get that human connection right away. But my goodness, if you could think about how many fewer dropped balls, missed follow-ups, if you could automate all that, then your business all of a sudden is taking advantage of existing technology and you're just picking an option. Wouldn't that be awesome? Well, that's what your expectations are. That's a legitimate expectation for your business today. And just to go and think about this differently, what I recommend you do is that let's figure out what workflows can you, if you sit and you were to spend a little time and think about the way your customers flow through your business and where you can define collisions, where it's breaking down and you can improve, then it's pretty easy. I have a business planning GPT. It's free. You can come in and pop in those customer routes that are going through and brainstorm with this business planning partner GPT and start to figure out how to streamline those particular routes that your customers are flowing through your business and where you can upgrade and reduce frustration by implementing existing technology. This is, if you just sit back and think about it, if you emotionally remove yourself from your business and you can see that with this full self-driving, you know where it's going to happen in a year or two. The insurance companies are going to motivate and reward and charge less for for vehicles that are using and taking advantage of technology that reduces incidents. Well, you know that your business is going to need the same thing. So why be stubborn about it? Why not just go around your competition and start to implement these paths and upgrade these user experiences by taking advantage of what? Technology that already exists. It's already being used. Our world is embracing it in every single way. And your small business is not, it's not going to be exempt from this. And so how do you do this? Oh, great. It's another issue that I need to address immediately. Well, You don't need to throw the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak. Let's just pick one thing and brainstorm with this free GPT. Come and brainstorm and get a plan. Help it design a plan, and then ask it to give you the outline and present it to your team and start to implement it. It's coming. You're going to have to do it anyway. You might as well embrace it. These tools are awesome. They can do it. And if you need help, reach out and let me know. If you want to know how to start implementing AI in your business, go to roionline.com, schedule a time with me, and let's spend 30 minutes and I'll brainstorm with you. I'll help you figure out what your priorities should be, and we can come up with a path for you. And at the worst, you're going to leave with a little game plan, and you're going to understand all the other options that you have in place for you. So, hey, if you're getting value from these episodes, 2026, you're going to have to start getting your full self-drive mode put in here. Supervised. You want the supervised version. Driver assist. It's time. Go to roionline.com, pick one of these free GPTs, fix one of your frustrating issues, test it out, reach out, like and subscribe. And thanks. We'll see you next week on another episode of AI Made Simple Live. And that's a wrap.